From Aran Craft. Now this one is totally different than the boyfriend sweater we presented earlier in the show. This one was inspired by a bomber jacket. I mean, if you take a look at the collar and the length and the fit, it really does look like an Aran Craft traditional sweater turned into a bomber jacket. We have item number A375466. We just got more back in, including a brand new color, which is called dark chocolate. It's been really trending in the world of fashion, and so we always bring these fashion colors into these more traditional pieces. So this is it, dark chocolate. That's your brand new color. 350 remain in dark chocolate. We at QVC here bring you more colors than you would get in Ireland from Aran Crafts. So there's that beautiful dark chocolate. Wouldn't that look pretty with some like linen pants? Or this is gonna take you really all year long except for the heat of the summer, but depending on where you live. Look at this raspberry. Isn't that stunning? That one's marled with different colors. We have 350 remaining in the raspberry. Next to that is the blue. We have about 650. By the way, we have sizes extra, extra small through extra, extra large. I am in the green. And then we also have the natural. So I have the green on. It's a darker green. 275 remain in the green. And then the natural, 250 remain. The length is 25 inches to 28.5 inches. $33.54 brings it home on Easy Pay. Barry Cullen is joining us again. If you missed it earlier in the show, Barry is third generation owner and designer of the family that brings us Aran Crafts. So it's so good to see you again, Barry.
Good to be back, Terry.
So this is a completely different design. As I said earlier, you can look up Aran Crafts on QVC.com and find many different designs because you've really taken this traditional, gorgeous merino wool and given us so many fashion styles to wear it.
I think that's really what we try to do. Is we say that every style that we bring for QVC is a unique combination of Aran stitches, but it's how you use those stitches in coordination with the shape of the garment that really makes each of these styles unique. I think you touched on it really well there. It is kind of inspired by that bomber style, particularly with the kind of the wide ribbed collar. It's a little bit kind of more fun. It's a little bit kind of more athleisure almost with the little kangaroo pockets on it. But still, with all these beautiful cables and the trellis stitching and all of this, it's still very identifiably an Aran Craft garment.
Now tell us about merino wool, because I know that so many people, they think wool, they think itchy immediately. This is not that at all. It's incredibly soft.
So the beautiful thing about merino wool is it comes from these sheep that are bred specifically for their wool, and they've got these very long, silky, soft fibers that are much even finer than a human hair. And when they're spun into a thread, these are the fibers that brush up against your skin. They're great at wicking away moisturizer. They're great at capturing little pockets of air, like the Aran style knitwear was designed to do, to help regulate your body temperature. You can wear them completely next to your skin, like I'm doing with my sweater here. It's not going to cause any irritation. And also, it's such an amazing commodity. The legends have it that Louis XIV of France insisted that all of his undergarments were made from merino wool. So that's going to give you an indication of how soft this is, and anything else. Well, and it really is. It's a beautiful commodity that we're so happy to be able to bring in such plentiful supply to QVC.
It's so true. I mean, we really have here more choices in terms of sizes, in terms of color, and certainly in terms of style. I mean, this one is so different. I don't think I've ever seen a merino wool sweater with the pockets on the angle like this, but that gives you, it's almost like a kangaroo pocket across, but it doesn't, because it zips up. They don't meet in the middle.
You're showing it beautifully there. Is that while we always like to put pockets on it, if we see one of our models just putting their hands down at this, we always put pockets on it. But we don't think the pockets should intrude on the garment. So you don't even notice those pockets are there until your hand is in the pocket. It's integrated into the master pattern of the sweater, I think, quite seamlessly.
So let's take us through the different color choices, because we were talking about that. You really get more color choices here at QVC than you would get even in Ireland.
Yeah, so we deliver, even if you could find the style, which I think you would find it difficult to find in Ireland, you will not get the choice of colors that we supply for QVC, and that's a promise that we can make to all of your customers.
So that color there is called raspberry.
This is raspberry. This was the dark chocolate that you were talking about a second ago. This is the new color. It's a beautiful, rich. I don't even think on camera it's showing up. It is a very rich, dark color. And I think the last color that I actually have here is the green. I think you may have some colors that I don't have here as well, Terry.
Yes, I'm wearing the green. We also have it in natural. That was the most popular color earlier when we had the boyfriend cardigan. This is like the color that's closest to the natural color of the wool.
It is, and this is an unbleached merino wool. This is the best merino wool that money can buy. This is the color that the wool comes off the sheep. It is just there's no bleaching done to this, so that you still get that beautiful softness. So if you're thinking about this as the quintessential Aran color, if you're going to buy your if you're going to get your first wool garment, this is the one to try. This is the color to try. If
now
you're looking for something a little bit more, sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I think if you're going for something a little bit more fun, and maybe try one of the raspberry, but I think if you're getting your first Aran sweater, I think natural, it's hard to go wrong.
Go. Now this is the boyfriend cardigan earlier, so it has the different stitch on it, but I did want to show you the color if you missed that presentation. This is the natural, and it is available in this sweater as well. And then I'm wearing the green, which I will show you. Everybody's loving this dark chocolate, by the way. Good choice on the brand new color. This green is so beautiful. It's almost like an evergreen color. It's bright. It looks a little bit different, even in person, a little more bright than it may look on your screen. I'm 5'2", and I'm in the extra small, so I'm showing you how much coverage you get. It's shorter than some of the cardigans that we have, certainly shorter than the boyfriend cardigan that we had earlier, but it does give me some good length. It's 25 inches to 28.5, depending on which which size you get. And then look at this beautiful Trinity knot that is on most of your zipper pulls.
Yeah, we like to say that this is a little bit of free jewelry that we give with all of our zipper pulls, and of course, this is the Trinity symbol, which was used to represent the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and it's actually based on the leaves of the shamrock.
And isn't it how St. Patrick evangelized and explained the Trinity?
It is. He used the 3 leaves of the shamrock to explain to the pagans of Ireland that each leaf represents each element of the whole God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Okay, so did you at home know that St. Patrick wasn't born in Ireland? He was actually a slave brought to Ireland, and he went back to evangelize. I mean, that's how serious he was about his faith. So I didn't know that until just recently, so I just thought that was such an interesting fact. Now, they didn't have bomber jackets back then, but think about this as a bomber, because it's just such a different style. Look at the ribbing up here that you would get in that bomber jacket, so you can zip it all the way up and get a lot of coverage if it's cold outside. I mean, we're calling it a cardigan, which it can be, but it can also be your jacket.
Yeah, and we're seeing more and more that merino wool sweaters are actually being used as people's outerwear. The term coatigan gets thrown around a bit, but I think it kind of catches in your throat a little bit.
I haven't even heard that one, coatigan. I like that.
But I think they're becoming outerwear, and because of the nature of the merino wool, it is great for this time of year where it's, depending on what part of the country you're in, the weather's going to be a little bit more transitional, so you never know when there's going to be a little bit of a nip in the air. Merino wool is ideal for that sort of thing, much more so than, say, like a lot of kind of synthetic fibers that people see at the moment, like which can sometimes feel a little bit kind of almost clammy against the skin. Merino wool won't feel like that because it has this beautiful natural fibers that of course are very sustainable as well. It's something that I think the world is becoming much more conscious of, the sustainability of this, and you can't get more sustainable than a natural fiber. You
can't. It was the original sustainable fabric, right? One of them. Cotton, wool. I mean, these are the pieces that you really do want up against your skin. It's an investment piece. It's an heirloom piece. I mean, we talked about that earlier.
It really is. With the minimum amount of care, and really these things we say dry clean only, but the less care, the less cleaning you do of these, the better. Really, they have natural oils in them that helps them resist stain to a certain extent, but just keep them out of a washing machine. Really, is what we say, because that's when it's the friction of movement in a washing machine that causes real problems with these.
And
for the most part, we think you may just need to air them out.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. It's a jacket, basically. It's a cardigan. It's an outerwear piece. How often do you clean those? So if you're thinking, oh, it's only dry clean only, you're barely ever going to dry clean it. You can spot clean them really easily. Like you said, the natural oils will repel most stains. And you're wearing it on top of something else. Now, that other t-shirt that you're wearing is what you're going to wash, but you're barely going to wash these. This dark, I'm going to try out, wait, is this my size? Well, this is the small. I'm going to try on this dark chocolate for you because everybody's loving it. Actually, the green that I'm taking off, we have 260 remaining. If you want that traditional Irish sweater, that green is beautiful. I want to try on the dark chocolate, though. Let me make sure that this one is the extra small in the green that I had on. Here's the small. Now, how do we size on this? Is this QVC sizing?
This is QVC sizing. I'd say true to size, but because it's a natural fiber, it's going to relax a certain amount under your own body temperature. But if you want something that's a little bit more generous, we'd say maybe size up if you want to have something that's a little bit kind of more of a slightly baggy feel. But it's true QVC sizing for this one.
300 remain in the dark chocolate. Think about how you're going to wear it too, depending on where you live. If you're in a very cold place where you're going to be wearing maybe even a sweater under it or a turtleneck, you might want it to be a little bit bigger. Now, this is the small, so I've sized up one on this. I actually kind of like the fit better on this. I'm just wearing a thin t-shirt kind of under it. I'm getting a little more length because it's one size up. So I was in the extra small, I'm now in the small, and I normally wear extra small at QVC. So you can exchange for free for up to 30 days. So just keep that in mind when you're deciding. It is more of an outerwear piece, so you couldn't go wrong if you're deciding between two sizes. I would just go with the bigger size.
I think if you're a little bit conscious about coverage in the length department, I think maybe you could size up as well.
Yeah, but you do have that 30 days to try it. Okay, this dark chocolate is gorgeous. It's so rich. If you've ever been shopping for actual dark chocolate, I would say, and it goes by percentage, I would say this is like maybe around 77 to 80% dark chocolate, wouldn't you say?
Actually, I can see it on the screen. It's more true to the color actually on your screen there. It's a little bit brighter on mine, but it genuinely is quite. It's very dark. But if that's what you're looking for, this is like you can't get a better color. We tried so many different tones and hues of this chocolate to get it just right, and I think this one turned out great. It
turned out so beautiful, and it's rare. I mean, sometimes you'll do black, but we don't see those darker colors very often. So if that's something that you tend to go towards, this is gorgeous for that. This is a beautiful gift for someone that you don't have to go to Ireland to get. Lovingly made in Ireland. I mean, I would like to go and get it there, but I wouldn't have the color choices I have here, and unfortunately I don't have it in my plans anytime soon. So if you're like me, QVC is the best place to get your Aran Craft. This is customer top rated, 4.7 out of 5 stars. This is the brand new color, dark chocolate. It is the most popular. We also have it in this beautiful green. If you like the raspberry, oops, I'm sorry, there we go in the green. The raspberry is kind of marled, very beautiful and rich pink color. The blue is stunning as well. And then we also have natural. A375466 is your item number. Barry, so lovely to have you on the show. You'll be back with us throughout the day on this St. Patrick's Day celebration.
Thank you very much. See you later on.
Thank you so much. Happy St. Patrick's Day. They are joining us from Slane Castle all throughout the day. I think next here on QVC2 at 3 o'clock, is it? 3 o'clock. 4 big hours, so that'll be fun. My name is Terry Kahn. We're going to move into some garden and patio right now, so stick with us. We'll be right back.